Welcome back, Mosh Pit Podcast. We are here in beautiful Sacramento, and it's happy to be back from the Bay. I don't really like going out there.
I love it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here with, you want to go by Angel, Gianna, or?
DJ Angel Baby.
DJ Angel Baby. She runs Hit Topic out here in Sac, and is it last Friday or first Friday of every month?
It's every last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
Yeah.
At the Press Club. And it is awesome, so I'll also be linking all that down. So at the end of the video, go check it down, the links, go to the show, and support the scene. Getting started, we talked about it a little bit, but how was the show last night?
It was pretty good. Yeah. I felt a little bit weird in my head, but that was just me. Honestly, everybody was having a great time, and it's always a great time, and I'm really grateful for everything. So, yeah, it was a good show.
That's good. Sometimes you have those off days, just like when people don't realize that, it's just like working. Like, you have off days at work. Mm-hmm. Like, bands have that, artists have that, DJs have that, where it's just like some days are just their off days, but they push through it and they try to make sure everybody's having a good time. Mm-hmm. What is your future goal with Hit Topic?
Right now, my future goal is pretty much just to build a community and build here in Sacramento, whether it be solely with the Press Club or if I, branch out to multiple other venues. Regardless, ultimately it's to build a community here and then try and spread that community slowly but surely, like an infection.
Yes. Fuck yeah. Like an infection.
Like an infection.
That should be a slogan for you.
Yeah.
Hot Topic. We hit you like an infection.
Writing that down.
I also know that you do bartending. Mm-hmm. Do you have any interesting customer stories? I have a lot of friends that are bartenders that you would like to share. Especially as a female bartender.
Oh boy, do
I bet that.
Oh boy, do I. Let me think of a good one. I got a few that I can't share with the camera. But there's this one older guy that comes in, and he's so funny, but he will literally just say what he's thinking. He will. And every single time he comes in, it's like, he's like, I'm going to bend you over the counter. And then he's like, did I just say that? Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. And his slogan is, did I just say that? I can't believe I just said that. So you can picture the absolute most wildest shit you have ever heard in your life, followed by, oh my God, I can't believe I just said that.
That's
and then,
wild.
Yeah, he'll continue to say it.
That's insane.
Yeah. In front of everybody there.
Bro's just sitting there like, you know what? Hitler wasn't too bad of a guy. Did I just say that?
Did I just say that? Yeah. So, yeah. I usually work the day bar, so I don't have nearly as many crazy stories as night shift bartenders. Mm-hmm. But I do get a lot of people that come in that just say the most out of pocket shit you will absolutely ever hear in your life.
But it's totally a different group of people for day bar drinkers, mm-hmm. Compared to night. Night is like, oh, let's go out, we're gonna have a little party, maybe stop by a few bars. But day is like, it's definitely a different vibe.
Yeah. Day is like, my wife left me and took the kids.
Like, keep them coming. I don't know.
Yeah.
Until the card says decline, I guess. But this is another reason to tip your bartender. Always tip your bartender. What I do usually is I'll show up and I'll buy my first drink and then I'll hand them a $20 bill. And be like, and then if I'm there and if I'm there at last call, if I'm saying they're so late, then I'll hand them another 10.
That's nice.
That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't go to bars often anymore. I was just talking to my friend about it. It's like doing what I do and like working a 9 to 5 plus doing a podcast and producing a podcast and doing promotions for festivals and all that stuff. It gets a little busy.
It's just a little busy. I get you. Yeah, I'm doing all of the promotion and meetings and everything else for Hit Topic and bartending. Yeah, it can get to be a lot.
It can get to be a lot. I was like, even like last night we're at the show and I was with my team because they were doing podcasts as well. And I made a joke. I was like, oh shit, look, I got a match on Tinder. And they're like, why don't you just go out and meet somebody? I'm like, how?
How?
Tell me how. It's fucking bullshit out here.
Yeah.
And like, and my buddy's like, just be patient. And I'm like, shut up, you're married.
Yeah.
How was Warped Tour though?
Warped Tour was so fucking fun. Honestly, I won't even lie, they definitely oversold that shit by like at least 20,000 people, and it was very cramped at like the most popular stages. However, the nostalgia was there, the fun was there, the entertainment was there, like the bands were great. It was great seeing a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a really long time. Like, it was literally just like a blast from the past, and I would do it again 100%.
Did they bring back Monster Energy?
They had Ghost there.
Ghost.
Mm-hmm. Because it's Insomniac, and Insomniac is kind of like, they have a monopoly over most music festivals in the United States right now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I was going to give you before the podcast. I'll give it to you now. I know you're a big EDM person.
I am.
So I wanted to give you one of my bands.
I love Candy. That's so cool.
I got that one at Escape Halloween.
Escape, which year?
22.
22. I didn't go to that one.
I love Escape. Mm-hmm. Escape is a vibe. The amount of shit that they have there. That's another thing. Like, people don't realize, like, I go to different kinds of shows. I was even, like, last night, but between, okay. Fever 333 is playing, Fire from the Gods, Crooked Teeth. Intermission, all EDM.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So in April, I went to go see Paleface in Roseville. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite bands, by the way. I love them. And during the intermission between like the last band and Paleface, and then Paleface afterwards, they were playing all drum and bass. And I was like, there's no way right now. I was like, who is on this soundboard right now? Because who the fuck is playing drum and bass? And it turned out it was Paleface's sound guy, because they're from Europe. And like, I became friends with him because I was like, we just sat there and we were talking about drum and bass and stuff and all the festivals in Europe.
Oh, yeah. I freaked out. My friends don't really get it. Like, I just got the manager's contact for Keizo.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, fucking Keizo?
Keizo Podcast?
Keizo Podcast?
Keizo Podcast.
Like, I fuck with, like, Keizo. I mean, of course, Skrillex or Martin Garrix and, like, a bunch of other EDM artists. And, like, just going to an EDM, like I always recommend, like, some people aren't into the EDC festivals, but I love them.
Yeah, I love and hate them. I love them because, like, it's EDC. It's a staple of any, like, you know, EDM anybody who's into EDM, like, you have to go at least once. But at the same time, that festival is massive, and they oversell it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like there are so many people there, and it's like 150 to 200,000 people just sardined in, walking back and forth from stage to stage, and you're just like, this is great.
Yeah, that's 100% true, because, like, I mean, one thing I am kind of like, I really want to just go to it. I think they're sold out. It's they're playing, I forgot who, I think it's Subtronics is playing the Sphere in Vegas.
Yep.
And I was like, I want to see that.
Those tickets are outrageous.
Just because it's the Sphere.
Because it's the Sphere. Subtronics is playing the Sphere. Slander is playing the Sphere. Illenium is playing the Sphere. And they're like $500+.
Metalheads are watching right now like, what are you talking
about? Yeah. Back on track. Back on track.
But yeah, I do love like EDC type shit, because like when I first started going to like warehouse raves, I loved it, but then I wanted to go to like a festival rave, and that's just a different, like, that's like, that's why like Escape is always the best one, because like they it's not like it's just like this many stages. Like, they have haunted house stages where you just walk through the haunted house and it's like at a stage.
They do, yeah.
And
they have different attractions too outside of the stages that you can go to. Really, like any Insomniac event that you go to, like, is really well put together. I have my qualms with Insomniac, but that's not the place for it. This is not the place for it. But I will say, like, any festival that you go to is really well put together. They have really great attractions, and yeah.
What's your opinion on fan clappers? Sitting there with a...
I don't have a problem with fan clackers who do it like once on beat, but if you're sitting there every other second off beat clacking that shit in my ear, I'm too nice, so I'm gonna move.
Yeah. Yeah, I've shown people of me at a rave, and they're like, it doesn't really look like you. I'm like, I go all out.
Yeah.
I be having balloons on my
candies,
you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I be doing like makeup and stuff, and like outfits, and
yeah.
It's a different vibe from like a metal festival.
Absolutely.
It's not really like band tees and like pasties and shit like that people wear at festivals. I mean, there is pasties.
There are people that wear band tees and pasties, but like for the majority, like, people put a lot of thought into their outfits. Like, for me specifically, I love going shopping for outfits for raves. Like, being able to put together something like that is like so fun.
Yes.
You know? And it's really cool. Honestly, though, it's really cool to see, like, people incorporate that stuff into, like, metal festivals and stuff like that, because, like, recently, or not necessarily recently, but in, like, the last few years, I've seen a lot of people dress in rave attire for, like, Aftershock and Warped Tour and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's cool to see that becoming more accepted, because, you know, like, people should feel comfortable in their bodies enough to, like, be able to go all out for an outfit.
Yeah.
Regardless of the music.
I know. I've been at shows where I can tell if it's a raver.
Yeah.
I'll be like, raver, huh? And then they'll be like, how the fuck did you know? And
I know what you are.
I know what you are. they get freaked out. They're surprised. And I'm like, nah, I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
There's a different vibe with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not just because they're drinking a beatbox, but...
yeah, a beatbox.
Also, saw that you're into it. I don't really know much about it. My buddy Greg said he would try to tell me about it, but Final Fantasy.
I love Final Fantasy. I love Magic the Gathering, and Final Fantasy, I'm not as much into Final Fantasy as I am into Magic. I did play Final Fantasy 14 for a while. I was streaming it on Twitch. I stopped playing it because I was paying like $15 a month for a subscription, and I didn't really have time to play it anyways. So I was like, yeah, I'm good off of that. But I could tell you more about Magic the Gathering than I could about Final Fantasy. I'll be so for real.
When my buddy Greg, I was telling him about it, like that you were into it last night, and I'm gonna ask you about it. And he was like, "Oh yeah, no Treasury's into it. I mean, they just came out with a new deck."
Yeah, they did. They came out with 4 new decks, actually.
Yeah, I mean, hobbies are hard with me. Mm-hmm. I want to get into new hobbies, and like I know so many bands or band members or people in this industry that love like Magic, Final Fantasy, or if it's like role playing, like all like role playing games and stuff like that. And I hear a lot about it more and more and more from like even Acid Bath, or like some of them are into that shit. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, maybe I need to actually like this is actually a thing. Like it's the more and more I hear about it, I gotta get into it.
You should check it out.
You gotta check it out.
You gotta check it out.
You gotta check it out. Welcome back to the Final Fantasy Podcast. That'd be a dope one.
Yeah, right.
That would be a dope one. I started asking this. I even asked this last night. It's like any favorite question. How do you see yourself, and how do you want others to see you?
Excuse me. Man. That's a loaded question, you know?
Yeah.
There's like multiple sides to it. How I see myself. On the one hand, you know, we all got those demons, and so I'm like, you're not good enough. You know, you're just this little small town nobody, and your shit's never gonna take off. But on the bigger hand, that's just a little voice in my head. The bigger voice in my head that triumphs everything, and the reason why I'm still going and still doing all of this is I am an amazing person. I'm very kind-hearted, and everything that I'm doing right now, I'm doing for others. And I've always been that way. I've always been I guess call me a people pleaser. I've always been the type to do things for others, but I know with the last project, it on somebody else's hand felt like kind of like a money grab. And for me, that's not what it is. Like, for me, I've told people before, and I'll tell them again, I could never make money off of this again and be content, because I'm just doing it for fun. I'm doing it for the music. I'm doing it for the people. I've had so many people come up to me and be like, thank you for continuing this. Thank you for keeping this going. Like, you know, thank you for building this community and for keeping this community alive. And that's worth more than anything to me.
Yes. I fully agree with that, because like I know people are gonna ask me, why would you do like a DJ that's playing this stuff and I'm like, you guys gotta realize that people, they listen to certain music, but like getting to go to Hit Topic and listen to these bands play that you have put together, these playlists that you've put together, and like the way you set everything up, and getting to be surrounded by people that also listen to that, it's like having their own little personal concert in a nice little room where everybody can be like, oh shit, I fuck with this song, like and they're all just going crazy. It is the same effect as going to a concert. Same effect. The only people I will not interview is tribute bands, because I don't know what to ask them.
So what made you choose this band? That's it.
You know, people have asked me like, you should do Not Sick, and I'm like, I can't. Yeah, I love what you're doing with this scene, and that's why I wanted you, because I'm a big trust me, I get asked so much, you live in Sac? No, I do not live in Sac. But like, I'm a big advocate for the 916 scene.
Yeah.
And like everything about it, because when I started this coming up on my 3 years, but like I didn't know anybody in the scene in Sacramento opened up their arms to me, and like Ryan Brown and like One More Problem and all these people and A Moment's Notice and just so many people in this industry and out here is just been like, you're fine, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. The Sacramento scene has been like the most supportive scene that I've ever been a part of, ever.
Yeah.
And like when everything happened the way that it did, I was so worried that like all of my hard work was just for nothing, and I was so worried that I was never going to be able to recover from what happened. And immediately everybody was like, we hear you, we see you, and we're here for you, you know, like whatever you need, we're here. We will follow you wherever you go. We will support you with whatever. And that, like, I'm gonna get emotional, but like that means the absolute world to me. Like I've never experienced a music scene like the Sacramento music scene.
Being how old I am, I feel that because I started this when I was 19. I am 22.
You're a baby.
Yeah, don't even tell me about it. I hear that every show I work. Being 19 and like being a person that has no connections with the scene, nobody to know, no way to know how, and you're just jumping in, being your own promoter, scheduler, contacting bands, contacting venues, contacting labels, and like networking like a motherfucker. It's stressful at the beginning, but I tell you what, I would do that all over again just to be where I am now, because like times like this, and I've even like bands have told me from the sax scene, they go, don't forget about us little guys, because they see people that I've had on, especially this year, and they're like, I'm like, I tell you what, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, I would rather talk to a local artist than a person that does world or US tours. Yeah. Because I know that a local artist will love their craft sometimes more than a person that travels the world.
Absolutely.
Because they're going to these shows, making their gas money back, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's how much they make.
Exactly.
Also, I'm gonna put a picture of it, but your tech deck thing, that was pretty dope. You built that?
I built that.
That's pretty fucking dope.
I built that shit by myself.
Link in bio. Be on Amazon store. This is sponsored by Tech Deck. I can't wait to see you do more, because you've been back in the game for a few months now.
Yeah. So this was my second event ever. Yesterday was my second event by myself.
It's awesome, and I'm glad that you are handling this, and I will also let you know if you need help with anything, promoting anything, I got you. I'm not going to be that person that charges or be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to charge this person this much just to post a photo. Fuck no. I don't care about that. I've had people go, how much do you charge to post a photo? And I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, just send me the photo and I'll post it.
Yeah.
And also, like, I got people that do promoting, and I'll push this shit as hard as I possibly can, because that's what we need to be in this community out in the 916. And even, like, you got the Salt Moon hat on.
Shout out Spencer.
Shout out Spencer.
That's my bestie.
Bestie Spency. Spencer's awesome. He's a great guy. And if you see him at a show, just, go say hi to him and give him a hug. He loves being touched.
Oh, Spencer's going to love that one.
Oh, yeah, he is going to love it. He's going to be like, asshole.
Yeah. He's like, don't touch me, don't talk to me, leave me alone. I'll be in the corner. If you need me, don't.
They told me to give you a hug. Also, like, what was, like, have you ever, like, you've done mosh pits. Bet.
Oh, I've done mosh pits. Please, yes.
What do you have any crazy mosh pit experiences?
Okay, I have a few. I'm a hardcore girly. I grew up in the Bay Area hardcore scene. I'm a hardcore dancer. I love to dance. I have a few. There was my first one. I was in the pit during Parasitic Ejaculation. I don't know if you guys have heard of that band, but shout out to them. And I was coming out of the pit, and I turned around right at the corner, like right on the edge of the pit, and immediately got decked in the nose. It was like my nose swole. It didn't. I don't know if it broke. I didn't go to the doctor. Maybe it did, but I don't think it did. But it swelled up like twice the size. Both of my eyes were bruised for like 2 weeks. That shit was gnarly, but I thought I was hot fucking shit. I was like 19 years old. I was like, yeah, look at that. That happened in a mosh pit.
Oh yeah, that's why I named my shit Mosh Pit Podcast. Is because I started going to shows when I was 11.
Yeah.
And I'll be around the sack a lot, and I got to the point where it was be like, oh, there's that mosh pit kid. And I've always been in the pit no matter what. Even I got friends at 98 Rock we'll be at the same show. And 98 Rock be like, you're actually gonna go in the pit? You actually love this stuff? I'm like, yeah. Fuck yeah. I'll be in that bitch swinging, and people see me sometimes and like, fuck. Because like people, it depends on who it is, but like I can always depend on a band if I'm gonna go in there windmilling, just full on like, you better back up.
Yeah.
Or like, I am a big fan. Like last night when I saw Fever, when there was like a slowdown part, I said everybody, open the shit for a second because we're about to just fucking. And then I'm always a big fan. Wall of Death will always be my favorite pit.
That shit is crazy to me. Oh my goodness. I love Walls of Death though. It's not crazy, but my favorite pit experiences are whenever I go to a show dressed in the most girliest outfit you could possibly imagine. And they're just like, oh my God, like, you're so cute. And then I go in and I start swinging, and people, like, I shit you not, like, I just hear a roar of people going, oh my God, like, look at that. And I'm like in this little like mini skirt, like dancing, like, that's my favorite shit.
I used to know these couple girls that used to go in the pit a lot, and they would show up in mouth guards.
Mouth guards? Yeah, I've seen a few people show up in mouth guards.
And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. And
like, but I've gotten black eyes. I've broken my ankle stage diving. I used to have 2 eyebrow piercings. One of them got ripped the fuck out during System of a Down. I've gotten Bruce Lee'd. Someone did spin kicks and just fuck yeah. Night, and I was like, nice.
I've almost done that to somebody. I actually, during Knocked Loose, I was in the pit and I threw a spin kick, and when I came out of it, I accidentally hit somebody in the nuts. And afterwards, he came up to me and he goes, I just want you to know that you kicked me in the nuts, but it was the cleanest kick that I have ever had, and I can't even be mad. And I was like, I don't know how to take this.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's a wild take.
I was like, that's like a little weird, but you're welcome, I guess.
I guess you found his kink. Just so you know.
Just so you know, you did that, but like, I'm not mad at you for it. You could do it again if you want.
Here's my number, by the way.
Literally.
Yeah, I think, but like I always tell people like this, and it's like that's why another reason why I call it mosh pit is like there's 3 parts of a crowd. There's the barricade, people that are just die hard, just up on that shit. There's people that like to chill, and then there's the pit.
Yeah.
Where people want to express how this music makes them feel.
Yeah.
And they just go fucking nuts. And like, trust me, I am sore as fuck right now.
Yeah.
I did that show last night, and I went full pit, like acted like I was 11 years old again.
Hell yeah.
And my shoulder blade hurts, my knee hurts, my body hurts. I did electrolytes this morning, and I'm feeling okay. Took a motion and a title. Yeah, that's another thing I would love to see a hit topic is some pits.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We do like what's called I do. I'm so used to saying we.
Yeah.
I do what's called like a heavy hour,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'll play a lot of like heavier music, and we'll get people in there like mosh pitting and stuff, and it's really cool. I like that.
When's your next one? August? Is it in August or beginning of September?
August 30th.
Shit.
Should be.
I'll go to your September one. I'll be in LA.
Yeah. It'll be the last Saturday of every month.
Last Saturday of every month.
Yeah, the only reason why it was yesterday was because I was at Warped Tour.
Yep. Warped Tour. I tell you what, that brought me down. That's one thing I was like super depressed when I saw everybody at Warped, and I was like, it's bullshit.
This is bullshit.
I want to thank you so much for coming on again, and all of her links will be down below, and I'll be promoting it as well, pushing it, and it's easy to just go to these shows and have some fun and like just get that different experience with life. And it's not only like that, is like you created things to also let people meet other people with like the tech deck and like the duct tape wallet station and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see this stuff and see all this stuff come back and Warp being back, and it's crazy. It's weird. It's like I joined this music industry and all the stuff from my childhood was like, hey, by the way, we're coming back.
Yeah. No, you're telling me. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to be a part of that, to be able to be a part of bringing back the nostalgia of it. And the duct tape wallets, the tech deck skate parks, the candy making bracelets, stations, those will all be permanent, because when I started that, it was a pop-up. It was just like something to get people through the door for the first event, and it was a hit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, like this is something that people enjoy doing. This is something that helps people to stay in the doors, because like before we didn't have that stuff, and so like, you know, if somebody was feeling overwhelmed, they would walk out and it was just a bar full of people, and so like it helped the retention rate. Like people were staying because they were finding outlets to kind of like self-soothe themselves if they were feeling anxious or overwhelmed or whatever. Outside in the bar, they could play with the tech deck, so they could build a bracelet or a wallet or go and look at like vendor like stuff, because my mom sells like stickers and stuff there, which is really fucking cool. I love her. She's like, yeah.
Does she have her own sticker company?
It's not that she has her own sticker company. She has her own little side business where she makes stickers, she makes cups, keychains, earrings, like a bunch of different things.
Does she have a link for all that stuff?
Yeah.
I'll link that shit. Send me the link.
I got you. Pretty Little Things by Joy on Instagram.
Fuck yeah. Go check it out. All right. Well, we had some technical difficulties, but I want to thank you again for coming on. Like I said, all our stuff will be down, link below. And this won't be the last time you see her on this podcast and around the Mosh Pit area. And if you see her out at the 916 area anytime, give her a high five. Mm-hmm. Give her a big, we love you.
And you can hug me.
Oh my gosh, you can hug her, guys.
You can hug me. Say hi. High fives. Hugs. Be my friend. I'm here to be friends.
We here to be friends. Why can't we be friends? All right, but thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll catch you next week, Mosh Pit.